Yeah, right there too, yep.
All right, ready to go?
All right, very good. Welcome, everybody. It's Lisa Edwards. It's 6 p.m. and I'd like to call the June 9th meeting of the Mountain Lakes District Commissioners to order. We'll start with a roll call. Lisa
Bob
Edwards.
Long is here.
And Lisa Edwards is here.
Eric Cassidy's here.
Motorcycles are here.
Motorcycle here. Yeah. Harley Davidson is here.
Sorry for the background noise, folks. All right, we'll start with approval of minutes from the May 12th meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Look at the Hell's Angels out here.
Yeah, right?
All right, next item is approval of the manifest from May 12th. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next item, update on implementation of QuickBooks. There's actually a few things in here. Some of them QuickBooks related, some not. Bob, the first item you have is discuss water bill issues and future procedures.
Okay, at the last meeting, we talked about the water bills and, I had a task and we'll talk about that later, but to get a message out to the district, if you haven't received by the email, if you haven't received your water bill, to let us know. And we had, about 55 responses to that, and then there were scattered ones. It was probably about 65 overall that responded to it, but the first couple of days it was, and between Bridget and we have got all of those out there, and you can see some of the money's starting to come in. We've got some pretty good
Yeah.
funding in there, so.
Yeah, and the other thing I would just add is Bridget and Ellie worked together to actually have the account numbers display in a better place on all of the invoices permanently. And also that went into effect, so they did more than just fix the ones that were problematic, they put in a permanent solution, so. All right, next item is access to QuickBooks and that continuing discussion. Bob, I think where we left the work session that we had was that I was going to contact the auditor to get his recommendations in terms of what access the commissioners should have. And his response, which we all got on May 26th, was that his recommendation was that the commissioners have view-only access and they not have access to make any sort of modification or enter a transaction, and that those responsibilities should live in the finance or administrative functions of the district.
Okay, I don't recall that we talked about going to the auditor. The auditor really shouldn't have anything to do with this, in my view. What we did talk about was going to QuickBooks, and that's something we've talked about for quite some time now. And you were gonna set up a meeting with our person from QuickBooks so we could talk to them about what we need. I have talked to our attorney about this, and he said that if you have got one person that has total control over this, that's a red flag. And I said, I'm not worried about a red flag with the individuals we've got here, but that could be an issue in the future. And I could tell you, we should all have the same access, period. And I'm in there today trying to run reports, and it tells me not allowed, no access, that is crap. I need to have access so that I can watch out for this district and make sure that we're doing things in a prudent manner. And each one of us should have that same access. And, as far as Matthew saying, I really don't think Matthew's opinion means anything. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Did you receive the email from Emmanuel today?
Emmanuel?
Yeah, the guy
From QuickBooks,
yeah.
that there could be one primary administrator.
Okay,
And that-
all right,
and-
wait a second now. We need to be talking directly with him, the three commissioners together. All this stuff about, he said, she said, that doesn't get it. We need to be talking with them as a team and see what we can do with this. Because the fact that, we're coming back and saying, oh yeah, you can only have one person, that makes no sense to me. I've used QuickBooks for years, and multiple people have had access to it.
So we can certainly have another conversation.
Not another conversation, we haven't had the conversation with them yet.
Emmanuel. We were supposed to call
Right, and he's given us an answer while we're putting together the
Yeah.
meeting, which I think, Eric, you saw this morning based on what you just
Yeah,
said.
I'm just reading it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, we can certainly have that meeting. We do have a conflict in opinion between our auditor and our attorney apparently. So it would probably be a good idea to,
I wanna talk with QuickBooks, that's our first step. And who's the contact there, cause I'll set up the meeting.
You have it in-
I'll forward it again to you right now.
yeah, you got it again this morning.
I will set up a meeting with them, and, that'll happen this week.
Bob set up a,
So the contact is in an email to you right now.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, next item is capital reserves, Bob?
Yep, let me, pull something up here. Where is it? I know this one's here. Alright, here's the, this is, what we got, currently for the, and we don't, and I've got the figures on the, what we need to do for, Gen Ops, but typically what we do is wait on Gen Ops before we fund the capital reserve until we get the second check from the, town. And that'll be about $165,000, and once we get that, then we'll fund those. But right now, we've got about $143,000 in our water account. And we need to fund the, water emergency fund for $25,000, that's, from the warrant article, warrant article 5, and warrant article 6. Fund the MLD water capital improvement for $20,600. So it's a total of $45,600. And we also need to do, water due to the district from the different, and I've got all the different things here. This is what was, done, during the budget, season. And this is what we do. This is half of each one of those line items. And we have to transfer, for the year, it's $73,997, and for, we're at mid-year right now, so it'd be $36,998.50. So we've gotta make that, that transfer, and I think it makes sense to make that now, because we've got the money in there, and we've still got money coming in from, because the Gen Ops is getting low, the Gen Ops is only about $5,000 in there.
So you wanna take money from our capital reserves and bring it into the water? and
No.
then- No,
No,
not at all.
no, the Article 5, from the warrant articles, we voted, the district voted to put $25,000 into capital
Yes.
reserve.
Yeah,
And Article 6 was, $25,000 in a capital improvement,
so we're taking water funds and putting them into the capital reserves over there.
that's correct.
Yeah. water
And then,
capital
and then what
reserves.
was the other direction? You wanna take half of the money?
Like half of the money that is due to the Gen Ops from the water
Water,
department
yeah.
for all these items that are listed on there.
Okay,
And again, that comes to $36,998.
got it. Okay, so we have 143 in the bank account. You wanna put 45.6 into capital reserves and then approximately 37 into Gen Ops, and that would leave us with, I don't know, 70,000 or 65,000.
Somewhere in that range, but there's another piece of this that,
I see, it says balance afters, okay, yeah,
one of the things that we made a mistake on was Woodsville Water and Light was paid out of Gen Ops, and we need to reconcile this, that was paid, $12,158.
Okay,
And so what we've gotta do is do a transfer from Gen Ops to the water department for that $12,153,
that makes sense.
yeah.
Cause I said 70, but it's 82, and there's your 12,000 right there, so.
Right,
Okay.
and the outstanding, water due balance is 157, somewhere in that,
yeah.
range,
Yeah, we made a lot of progress on that.
Yeah, we have, so, yeah, I've got the balance after transfer is 60,000, but that does not include that 12,000 there.
Okay.
But, I think what we'll do, and I've gotta talk with, John Glacier about this, because I've got, let me,
Yeah, I saw that document. for the capital reserves.
Yeah, pull that up. Sure. Here's a letter. Oh, I didn't wanna do that, sorry about that. I don't have the letters to, her, but what I've got, and you've got it in your packet there,
Yep.
is the letter to her, with those changes, and, I know, you requested we can do an arch payment on that, and I will double check, well, no, that, yeah, when they pay us up. What do we do with, how do we wanna do this? In the past, we've just done it, I've sent this letter with the treasurer's signature and my signature on it. We can do it that way and continue to do it that way, or we could take this letter, signed and put it into QuickBooks as a bill. And that way, we know that it gets recorded correctly, does that make sense?
Let's talk to Ellie about it, I think that does make sense.
Yeah.
I just wanna make sure that it gets categorized correctly.
Exactly, and then what it's, due to, due from.
Correct.
Is the, okay. Alright, I think that's all I got on that, any questions on that?
Actually, Bob, I have one follow-up question, and I know
Go ahead.
you're working on it, but I think it's just worthwhile saying out loud.
Yeah,
You're in the process of going through and determining what monies can be reimbursed to us from capital reserves as well?
yes, and I've got a couple of things, the $12,000 for Corey Electric, that's one of the things that I'm looking at.
Yep.
The table, the ping pong table, and all the work that we did that,
Yep.
along with the work up on the, that, and, that's stuff that we could take out of, infrastructure or,
Right.
stuff, but I have been looking at those
Yeah,
to see where we can get it from,
I
yeah.
think with all of the movement within capital reserves, which is all appropriate movement,
Yeah,
it'd just be great in July to actually kind of do a presentation of where all those balances are actually with all the transactions.
that's why I'm trying to get this
Yeah, no,
stuff
I know,
done,
I
and
just
then
want
I
everybody to
will work on
understand
it.
that you're doing
Yeah.
that great work.
Any other questions? Dot, you got nothing, you're gonna wait till we get home,
Need a motion?
huh? Well, yeah, let's make a motion to transfer $45,600 that was allocated and voted on at the annual meeting, and transfer that to the capital reserve funds, the designated capital reserve funds.
I'll second that motion. Aye.
Well, you do though, okay, you're running the meeting. Aye,
Aye, okay,
okay, good. And we will talk to Ellie about the
yeah,
process on
making
that.
sure those are categorized appropriately, okay. Bob, I think the next one you had was monthly financial reports?
The monthly financial reports is something, we've gotta get back on track with that, cause we used to do monthly, reports.
Yep.
And I know we did one, the eye chart,
And then we did a real
and
quarterly
we did-
one,
Yeah, and
there wasn't an eye chart,
the,
thank God.
and what we should get back to doing is, and then we're gonna have to talk to Ellie about you said you've got a report that actually.
Yeah, I put one together that mimics that simpler version that you've
Yep.
actually used historically,
Okay,
so.
could you send me a copy of
Yeah,
that one?
absolutely. Yep.
Because I was looking at it, I couldn't find it.
Yep.
Is that under management reports?
Yes, but under custom. That might be why you couldn't find it,
Yeah,
cause
okay. But that's something that we will be doing in the future is putting that out there, because that's something that, as commissioners, we are looking at it, we
Yep.
see it, but, that's something that at a commissioners meeting, we should be reviewing it and reviewing it for the public's, consumption as well.
All right, next is maintenance update.
Alright, we've got, two new employees, Bridget White and she is our administrative assistant. And she has, been with us for a little over a month now, and, she's doing a great job. She's done a lot of cleanup in there and stuff, and she's really excited about the job, and, we're happy to have her. And also Fred Ulery, is a maintenance guy that's working with John. I sat down, had a conversation with him this morning. He really enjoys what he's doing, and he's all over the place doing different things. You gotta stand out there in front of him to get him to slow down, Robert.
They might do
That's
that,
what I
but
did.
they also might just speed up and run over me, which might be worth your time.
So the new employees are a great addition to the team. The pump house, the alternate relays have been in place now. Both pumps are working, so we've got a cyclical thing going. You got one pump going and the other ones are off, and they're cyclical. And the other one's been sitting on the floor for about 7 years now, and but we've got it up and running, and that's a really good way to have it, because if one goes down, you've already got the other one in there, and ready to go. And all the breakers and all the stuff that they had to change, that was the $12,000 bill that I was just referred to. That's what it cost to do that, but it really makes it a much more robust system, the way it's set up now. John is working with Champlin Associates and others on the 10,000 gallon storage tank over at the pump house. And he's waiting on quotes for that. I think people are reluctant to give quotes on those things, but John is working on that. We've got some, not issues, it's not something that's gonna be done right away, but up in the chambers, we've got these massive valves that will dump out the chambers in an emergency situation. And those things haven't been touched in years, and they're afraid to touch them now. So what we're looking to do is have somebody come in, evaluate them. We're gonna have to drain one tank at a time and evaluate those things, and put repack them or replace them or something like that. But that's something that we're looking at, and that's just ongoing maintenance. The chlorine monitoring system, we've talked about that, and John's been looking in, he's got 3 quotes on it now. Champlin Associates is $16,423, Pump Control Solutions is $13,960, Tensile Water is $10,564, and that doesn't include skater work and stuff like that. So we've gotta do some more evaluation to see exactly, that's gonna go, probably the water committee is probably gonna review those and make a recommendation on what we need to do with that. And what that is that's John checks the residual on the chlorine that's in our system on a regular basis. This here will check it and feed it, so if you set it at 0.04, which is about where we wanna be running, you set it at that, and it will continuously keep the system at that, and it'll save tremendous amount of time. Page Excavating, John's working with Page Excavating to do some valve repairs and replacements and stuff throughout the district. We're still working on with Hazen and Sawyer regarding the lead and copper that you heard so much about it about a year ago, and it's kind of simmered down a little bit, but we're still working with them. The pool heater is in and functional, and the pool is expected to be open over the next few days. And I didn't mean to take your thunder there.
9 to 9 will be open with key code.
There you go. Alright. Woodsville Post Office advised us we need another mailbox out there. We do have one in stock that cause we purchased 2 of them about 2 years ago. And, so we've got one over there and they're gonna be putting that in, pretty soon. Swim ropes, John has had, a difficult week. His wife has had some heart problems. They've been back and forth to Dartmouth. She was down there for a couple of days and stuff. So I am not making excuses, but and John really came through to get the docks out there, and they'll get the ropes out within the next week or so. Tennis courts and pickleballs, they're all set to go. Snack bar, is, undergoing some upgrades and they're actually done, it looks really great down there now. Have you seen that, Dot, yet?
Are the shelves in place? I saw it before the shelves were there, but yeah, the painting looks really good.
Yeah, he did a nice job down there, and that's our new guy that,
Right.
did that work,
We might have moved the shelves in a different spot, but they're down there.
Yeah, okay.
Calkins is, got all the porta potties are out there. Mosquito Joe will be, in at the, 2026 treatments, they've already started, they're underway. Speed bumps will be out soon, the parking cones, for this area out here, that we put the cones and the ropes, so they keep people, that'll come out, they'll be out before opening day. With the boat wash area, in the food truck area, up in the top there, which Paige did, they did a phenomenal job, and it looks really good, and I think, we'll have Ray up there singing to us and, get some good, food trucks up there. Any questions on maintenance of water? Alright,
Planning board is me. Planning board had an expedited meeting on May 28th to consider 2 zoning permit applications for sheds. Both applications met the requirements in terms of setback requirements, so we did approve those shed applications. It's a short meeting.
let those short meetings.
Any questions? Okay.
Right.
Do you know, I'm sorry, do you know when the next planning board meeting is?
I do, hold on just a second, should be the 3rd week in June. That would be the 17th.
We'll move to rec. I'll start if you want, you
Yeah,
can
go ahead.
help me remember things. For our purposes, opening day will be, we're gonna be starting staffing on June 24th, which is gonna be training the staff, the snack bar and pool attendants. That's a Wednesday, so our formal opening day where we're gonna be serving hot dogs down by the beaches at 11 AM will be June 27th, that Saturday. For rec, we're also gonna be trying to host another fishing derby this year, same day, June 27th, 7 AM to 10 AM, so right before the hot dogs essentially are being served a little after. We're gonna have some prizes, we have some new volunteers already helping to coordinate, and hopefully by tomorrow, I'm gonna have an email out with all this information, with our new office administrator, kind of packaging like the summer rec plans with the calendar of events. Everything will be kind of info blasted out, and then we'll keep people more regularly in the know as me and the new office administrator work together as well. We also have a new volunteer rec chair. We'll work towards that by next meeting, but that's exciting as well to have a little more stability there.
And who is that?
You know, let me.
Oh,
let me
you're
not put-
working towards
yeah,
it, you said,
working
I'm
towards
sorry.
it. Let me not put anyone on the spot yet. Yeah, but I think
Watch out,
we're
Alan.
getting a good team. Dottie, was there other things that I should be mentioning? I'm sure there was here. I already have some ideas. Water aerobics is gonna be Tuesdays and Thursdays around 10 AM. We'll
Kim-
probably,
Kim Taylor
Kim
said-
Taylor's gonna be doing that, Dee Dee Doty will be her backup with that. And I haven't gotten confirmation on the date, but I'm gonna assume it'll start that same week that we're staffing, so I think the 23rd and the 25th would be those days. So we'll get that out there in an email too. We're gonna put a feeler out for game nights. The people who are hosting the game nights have moved, but we wanna see if community members wanna keep going with using this office on Thursday nights around 6 for games. So we'll put out a number of different feelers in that email where you can respond and sign up for these ideas, and if people wanna take it from there, we can.
Hey, Eric,
Go ahead.
Bill Clark is on there, I mentioned his wife was part of the, part of that group that played, Mahjong.
Oh,
Mahjong?
yeah.
Mahjong.
Yeah.
Bill, are you familiar, or is that, I don't know who was here, that's,
Hey, Bill? Bill Clark?
Yes,
I know that, Charlotte used to play Mahjong.
correct. Oh, yes.
Does she?
Yeah, they had a group.
Yeah, and, the one that was heading that up moved out, that was,
Keating.
with Keating, yeah, Barbara Keating, and
Correct.
she moved out. Is that something that they still wanna continue with, or? 'Cause
I don't have,
it's all good.
I do not have an answer for you, currently. They used to
Okay.
play on, Wednesday nights,
Yeah,
And- at the community center right there, and I just don't know.
okay,
Okay, well, we'll send out an email, and if people wanna respond that way, it's gonna be out there. It's gonna be in
Yeah.
one of those forms, so. A couple other things that were brought up at the meeting were, and I don't know where we keep the, pool temperature at now, but someone recommended we go to 80. I wasn't sure where we're at, but I just feel like I should say it because it was brought up in the meeting. We could look into that. Also wanna know the efficiency, how much it would cost. So I just saying that out loud. The other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, we made a motion to spend, we said $50, but I found a deal for $59, for ping pong paddles and balls. So for $59, I'm able to get 76 balls and 8 paddles. I feel like you're not gonna get better than that. So for the $9 extra, we're going that route. We made a motion to spend that money just to stock. And what I'd like to do, and I'll find a little mount for them or something on the side of the building here, and just put a couple of the paddles out for kids to grab with a little casing and balls to grab, and we'll have extras in here. If they walk, they walk. I mean, $50 a year is maybe what we're gonna have to deal with, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully they stick around. Anything else you guys can remember? Yeah,
Yeah, on July 4th,
yeah, we can keep going.
we're gonna have the pizza truck
Yep,
and ice cream at 4.
Yes.
Pizza truck is during
yeah, I believe,
3.
yeah, he never got back to me, but that was where we left it last, so we'll just say it like that. 12 to 3, just like last year for the 4th of July pizza truck over here. And yeah, we put up a new, like, we call it an amphitheater, food truck patio station.
Really nice.
And eventually there'll be tables and chairs on some of the patio sides there for when we're walking up the stairs, not standing on a slope hill, waiting for food now. So that'll be good. And then by July 18th, Ray's gonna be playing music down there at the amphitheater, with just you guys, right, Ray? Yeah. Okay,
Just us guys.
just us guys, yep. So, yep, we'll have all this information again in the email, hopefully tomorrow, we're already drafting it, so we're working towards that. Any questions on rec?
Eric, just a thing, I just looked it up, the most comfortable and temperature, pool temperature generally ranges from 78 to 82 of our active swimming, or 84 to 86 for casual relaxing dips.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, I meant to look it up, and
Yeah,
I,
it's
yeah.
wonderful.
So,
Yeah, it is.
Comfortable for me would be just shutting off the heater and not paying for it.
There you go. Let the summer heat take it.
I think generally, that last heater we had was brutal.
Yeah, let's see how it
And,
starts
Let's
out.
see how it goes,
Yeah.
and, because, yeah, if we can,
I'm still
this is supposed
interested
to
in
be really
supplementing
efficient.
the heat eventually, but we'll
Yeah.
see how this starts with.
Okay,
One other thing, Eric, did you say opening for the staff was Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday, the 24th,
Wednesday, okay.
yeah.
So
you
the-
said that was a training day.
Yeah, but it's opening day, that's why I said
Opening
opening
day
day
is the
for our
27th.
purposes with the hot dogs is that Saturday.
Okay.
We're opening up the snack bar and staffing on that, but it's like a training, everyone's gonna be here, they're all gonna learn together.
Yeah.
And then we'll only staff it with so many people. We'll wait that out. guys. So, if any other questions on the rec,
No, I already did, well, we ordered the t-shirts and sweatshirts for
okay,
the
we got
staff.
the staff shirts, great. So if no other questions on the rec, I'll move to Montel. The only real, things we talked about at Montel right now was that, 3 grants were submitted for $74,000 worth of projects. It'd be an 80-20 split, so 20% would be about 17,000 on the district, but then you can break that down into volunteer hours, and they pay like nearly $36 an hour per person volunteering, and give it
That's
another,
up quick.
that's crazy, these motorcycles over there, but, and then they also take like, machine hours, so if I donate a tractor hour or something, they pay for that too. So ultimately, they're trying to make it so you barely have to pay anything out of pocket, but we'll see where we end up if we even get the grants. And then we can start accruing those volunteer hours over about a year before we get the money anyway. So, it's exciting to think about. We basically did the grants for just erosion control, opening up the trails wider, and then a couple bridges, and even, setting up that valley area as a trailhead.
Yep.
And I basically told them, like, we have a lodge, we sometimes do events. If we did trailhead and parking here, you know, if there's ever a wedding or celebration of life, everyone they could visit the mountain, wouldn't even have to interfere with any, and they could just have their own trailhead in and out.
Good.
So, and that's what they're looking for, is trailheads, bridges, and just restoration of trails, so I just asked for all that stuff on our mountain.
Good.
And we got it all in
See you
time,
later,
and- yeah. So
What's
that-
it, did they award those, in, end of July?
what's that, we're gonna find out?
That's, I'm asking.
We're gonna find out probably more likely end of August or early September.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a wait and see now. You have a question?
Is that 1 year's time for that grant, or how many years is?
That would be for
Spread out.
2027 funds. So the funds would be for 2027. So if
They
they,
come available every year.
yeah,
So 74 is just
for 1
for
year,
1 year.
And there might be different grants next year.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
we haven't
and we're
already
already, let's go ahead.
Is that for different companies that are working on our mountain, or?
Well, we get to pick the contractors once it all happens. What I did was paint the picture as to what projects we could work on, like trail restoration, fixing all the erosion and washout areas and everything. And I took pictures and marked it all on maps for everyone so they can audit it all, see that this is real money going to real things, because all these grants and federal funds that they give out, they've been finding a lot of fraud in the past few years, so they really like us, like as municipality over a nonprofit this year, because we're more of a formal entity. So I think we have a real good shot of getting some of these funds. Go ahead.
And Eric said these, grant applications are like 11 pages each,
Yeah,
so,
not only that, then I did a supplemental packet too with all the maps and photos.
so thank you for doing all that.
Oh, no,
Yes.
it's fun. So we're gonna also work on a historic one, and the historic one counts our ski mountain and our lodge as a history all together. And that deadline comes up in about 2 weeks from now, and me and the new treasurer are working towards it. We just have to basically sit down one more time and button it all up. That can allow for anything from just, you know, restoration of the lodge or trails again, and even land acquisition and everything. So I'm just looking at what is they're gonna allow with us and see what we can do. So that's all that. That's basically what we talked about at the Montel meeting. The other couple things we did talk about, I wanna bring up from Ray's perspective. It was a good idea. We had some people doing donuts on our leach field. Bob, you saw that? On our leach field? It was like in mud season. So anyway, we talked about what if we just put a split rail in a couple strategic areas and not let people do that maybe? It's something we could drive over and just look at.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, you didn't, yeah.
No.
So there's like 2 entry points, like one basically where the snowmobilers could kind of come in. I saw that when you were talking about. And then on the other side where it's just basically a drive up in. We put 2 split rail 10-foot things. It cost us less than $100.
Yeah.
And it probably prevent the majority of riffraff that would happen on our leach field and in that area. And they could still be taken down.
And we could take it down because the,
Yeah.
you know, when we
slide
do,
Yeah, they slide it out.
because when we do the bike thing, we camping in the back there. too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and it's totally fine to access, it's just like on a daily basis, it'd be a little bit of a barrier. Yeah, if you go there, there's a huge, it looks like crop circles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So that was a great idea by Ray. The only other things I was gonna bring up, and I know maybe not this year, we kind of talked about it somewhere along the way, maybe in our thing, our workshop, but just future mowing of part of Monto, the base, a little bit of the, there's so many people going over there, I'm getting covered in ticks every day, I just think for health purposes at this point, getting a little bit of grassy field at the base, and maybe a stripe up and down would be, we could figure out volunteers in the near future or something, but
Like,
Yeah.
and that's something, because John and I have talked about
Yeah.
getting a mower, and if we're gonna do something like that, we really gotta consider what size mower to get, but we can, we've got this guy working for us now, and,
Fred.
Fred, and, we can have him doing some of that stuff, and, so I would encourage you to talk to John about that, and take a look at it. John and I have already had a discussion about that,
Yeah.
and, you know, looking at getting some type of a mower, because it's,
so, yeah. So the other thing,
I don't know what the costs are for mowing, because I'm just getting the
Yeah, yeah.
plowing bills from Robbins,
Not
Yeah.
cheap.
but it's,
So, you know, the other thing I know, on my mind is, we have those shipping containers, and I was just gonna suggest, whenever we wanna get rid of those, it's possible we could look into bringing them to the old garage pad and just having some storage over there, so if we did get a tool, or if I wanted to bring some tools over there and just leave them, so don't, you know, laborers or volunteers could do that, we could have some storage, just come in and grab the padlock and get to work on the volunteerism and stuff, and so this is all work in progress thought, but.
and that's you wanna talk to John
Yeah.
about that again?
Yeah.
Because John had talked to Eddie Page about, taking them, and Eddie Page said that he'd love to take them, and, Teresa Page said there's no flipping way he's taking them.
So, but maybe we want them, and.
We'll never.
Yeah, yeah, I got nervous for you.
I was gonna say, right at the edge there.
It was tough.
But maybe we want them over there, and, you know, like I've been thinking about the idea of getting well, what do you call it, brush hog or whatever.
Yeah.
Not that that's always for the district, but I'm happy to, like, for the near term, year or so, like, that could be an option for us if I got one. I just would wanna store it somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have a place for it, so that's where,
I'd love to see you driving up that hill.
yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But,
He'll have a drone following.
yeah, I can do that now too. Yeah.
And Wags will be there.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that with the noise, but anyway, these are all just kind of preparing for the future thoughts of how we will maintain some of this. That's all I got on Monto, if there's any questions.
You get Dave on the.
Yeah, I don't know, Dave wasn't at the meeting unfortunately, just.
Oh, okay.
Forester?
Yeah, forestry, yeah, we didn't really, we didn't have a meeting again, the only thing I can give as an update is that I did actually communicate with our forester that he's been attending our forest and doing the work he said he was gonna start doing, which is just walking our forest, assessing it, taking notes, building his file for us, so that by the end of the year, he can actually make us his formal recommendations. So he said he's out there already, and I keep saying, like, if he wants to, he probably just wants to do it on his own, is what I'm kinda feeling, but. So that's where we're at with the forestry at this time, and we're just gonna call a meeting once he gives us a reason to.
Good.
Would it make sense to bring him in, you know, in a couple of months or something, before the end?
I'm certain he'll
Instead of
reach
waiting till
out.
the end.
Yeah, no, I'm certain he's gonna reach
See
out.
progress?
Yeah, I'm certain he's gonna reach out, but I think he wanted to take most of the summer, so you know, I'll keep.
You had progress meetings in the contract with him, correct?
I'd have to look again, I'm
Dave,
sure.
do you
I'm
recall
sure,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, so he had talked about July to August that he wanted to sit down with our group, was kind of the initial timeline. So he had a pile of work that he had planned out. So I'm just kind of waiting on him.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's all I got for myself.
All right, I think we're on Commissioner's action item review.
too well. Share. Come on.
Hey, I didn't get a chance to pipe in there before. Do you mind if I just say something while you're working on that?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
So I didn't hear, was getting phone calls and stuff here, but I didn't hear if you talked about all of the placards and trail markers that you put up all on the Montauk, because they look fantastic.
Good catch.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. We, John Pinkerton, another community member, listened to one of our meetings and, overheard me saying if I could just figure out how to design these things, I could print them all. And then, you know, in less than an hour, he had just sent me all these designs with Mountain Lakes emblems and hiking trail names and everything, and the bike trail names. And then all we had to do is just pick the colors and print them. And so John's donated a bunch of his time, energy, effort, and so have I. And we've been hiking up and down the trails and doing all the bike trails. We did all the little hike trails, and so everything's got a fresh Mountain Lakes emblem on it, and we're gonna keep going with that. Keep just making it feel more official and clean, and yeah, thanks for that. I forgot to mention that.
Family friendly.
Yeah, and just a lot of pride. I feel like it gives us pride in Mountain Lakes.
Yeah.
I really like that.
And the kiosk looks really good.
The kiosk looks good too. Yeah. Yeah,
You
we're
was
done
good
with
with the
that.
signage up there now.
We're getting signage. We're getting maps. Go ahead, Joe.
Do you have a sign up there that says leave no trace?
Yep.
We already do, yeah, there already is. But what we need to do, and that's a good point while we're talking and whatever, what we need to do is get like a very an intro, like welcome to Mountain Lakes, this is who we are, and like the donation QR code. So, Dave, if you're hearing me, let's work on that, and by next month or whatever, I'll start working on it.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. I'm happy to work on that with you.
Yep. You good?
I'm good.
Alright,
All right, action items, we talked a little bit about that, the water billing issues. I've worked with, John and Bridget on that, we're making progress. We're not 100% there yet, but we're still working on that. John was, looking at Postal Circle, and he never got back to me on that, so I'm not sure where we are with that. Postal Circle is one that, there's, somebody was trying to sell a lot up there, and, somebody backed out of the deal because they were told it was gonna cost them $40-something thousand to put water in there, which is absurd. So, we're still looking into that, it's not a major priority, but, and again, this next one's on the water, that was done, now it's Eric stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
And, you
so I
already
did
done that.
those grants, so we can make
Yeah.
that one complete. We have a full staff of, summer staff, and we know when they're beginning in training, so that one's also complete.
Do we have all the paperwork?
Do we have all the paperwork?
yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I was gonna ask.
That's something that we
Everybody's
can
enrolled in
work on
ADP?
in the next 2 weeks leading up with Bridget and Katie.
Okay, good.
Are there any net new hires this year?
We have, I think, just one
Oh, okay.
actual new hire. And then everyone else is either from last year or the year before, and they missed a
Alright,
year.
so there should be
Yeah.
all set for
Yeah.
payroll purposes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright,
Dottie raised her hand.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm just,
sorry.
I was just gonna say, that's really a good sign that kids wanna come back.
yeah,
You
retention,
know,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
so.
And even
Yeah,
one
sure.
kid that left and had a different job and decided they wanna come back
Yep.
again, you know, so, yeah. No, I think we have a good, you know, last year and the year before, there's a good energy with the kids, and everyone knows they're here to just be a happy, positive reflection to the community, and so, I enjoy it, yeah.
Is Katie still considered our beach supervisor? Is
Yeah,
that her
she's
title?
still the rec director, yeah,
So, okay.
yeah, yep, she's here again,
Good.
yep.
Alright, next three items are mine. So Bob, in your email, and Eric has the same thing, was
Yeah,
Yep.
QuickBooks answer about our question, but we can certainly meet with them to have the discussion about what their answer is.
yeah,
The planning board having the ad hoc committee for the MLD master plan, that's done. The master plan work group has met once, they're gonna be meeting again on the 15th. Just for awareness, the committee agreed that one of their first steps would be to reach out to all of the other committee chairs to get their input into what they would like to see in the master plan. And they're also in the process of looking at a survey that we send out to our community at large for their input into the master plan. And they were actually, with Bridget's help, able to surface the minutes from 10 years ago, believe it or not.
was gonna say,
For the last master plan.
We've got the last survey.
Yep, we've got them in it, we've got the survey as well,
Okay,
so
good.
that's what they're gonna start reviewing more actively at the June meeting. Set up quarterly water billing for delinquent accounts, that's actually set up. I just have to work with Bridget to make sure that she knows how to print out the invoices that are not emailed. So that's almost done. And then, let's see here.
The next one is me, but I've been done since
Right.
March.
Okay.
Eric, you said that next one, cause I'm jotting on you.
That next one, I've asked you like every meeting for like 5 meetings to take me off.
I'm not gonna sit between you two again.
Eric, I'm just asking you if you want me to take it off. I'm putting
Take
it
it.
on the list right now.
Yeah, take it off.
See, if you've got an issue with it not being taken off.
I can hear both
we'll
of
let
you,
know.
hello.
Yeah. Jeez.
I'm gonna sit at the end of the table the
I
next
think you
time.
should.
Anyway.
Bob, if I could just skip to one I think we're complete on, but we'll double check the website. Bridget's been uploading, overdue minutes
Where-
that we
where
hadn't
you at?
posted. Have website updated. I think we're almost done with that.
No, we're not even close to
No?
done with the updating the website. Eric has gotta work with her and show her the ins and outs. I know you've sent her the, training videos.
Oh, I've already showed her how
Oh,
to do
she's
it.
been in
Yeah,
and
she's doing it
uploading
now.
things, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, I guarantee you there's more minutes or whatever. you
There's
think.
definitely, things that.
No,
need
but
to be updated.
she's
I was
already
looking at
been
it
doing
today.
it.
Yeah.
And she's, again, every time I try to train her on something, she's doing it before I finish my words.
oh yeah, she had 26, the 26 section for the planning
She's a competent
board.
human being, it's good, it's very good.
I was looking today and the last 2 months for the commissioners meetings weren't on there.
Well, that's cause I
And
didn't even do them till today.
But the ones from the month before.
Yeah,
should
okay,
be
that
on
one.
there. And and there's other things in there that aren't updated. And
No, yeah. Yeah,
the,
yeah.
I won't take that off of there until it's. the
No, I
website
think,
is
this one
updated.
says it's complete, I
Because-
think we should put it back on and say like, we should have Bridget.
It's not complete, we've got,
It says it.
we still gotta do the updates of all the new committees and stuff like that, those
Yeah.
haven't been updated.
Yeah,
And that's something I've gotta send an email out,
that's what,
and, yeah, well, there's some things that we need to do on that.
right, it says it's complete here, so like, I'm saying, let's just put a brand new thing, like update the whole website again with all these boards and all these
Yep.
minutes.
You wanna take care of that? Why not?
I mean, I'm gonna, because we're gonna work with Bridget on it, it's her job, that's why we hire someone.
Alright. Old business.
The ping pong table is done,
Yay, looks
Yeah.
wonderful.
yeah. So, we can,
Who gets the first game?
we've already, I played, all the
Have you
kids have
really?
played, yeah, I mean, as soon as we installed it, the 2 guys that helped, put the table on top, I had a paddle and balls ready, and all 3 of us took a turn, and they were having so much fun, even the guys with us, like, man, we haven't done this since college, and, yeah. But then I've seen all the kids using, I've left some paddles there, and we have some paddles now, stocked out there, so.
All I can say is no beer pong.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do like a sealing coat on top, just in case someone walks over and does put in drug.
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely.
So we will do it, yeah, go ahead, Joe.
In the future, will you ever consider putting a gazebo there or roof so you can plan the,
Huh? I don't know if I would, that's not in my mind to roof that area. I think about gazebos other places.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he's got another site in mind.
Behind us over on that bank, I wanna have a gazebo over there. No, I mean, it's stone, it can just last out there, so that's where,
if it's a rainy week?
yeah, you're right,
What?
yeah, that's true. Well, we have a lodge with ping pong too, and eventually if we got some historic grants and redid the lodge basement, it could be more of a fun spot for rain.
Yeah, but you just can't walk in there,
Yeah.
can you?
No, yeah, we'll figure that out over
Yeah.
time.
All right, any new business? Yes, sir.
I've got a question, I'm not sure where it fits in old or new, it's just a follow-up question. There've been, some email communications and at least one meeting during your working meeting, and maybe I've misunderstood the situation, but it has to do with Catherine Skelly.
Yeah,
And at one point, if I understood the situation right, that resident was seeking to maybe drill her own well and not tie into the Mountain Lake's existing water system. Have I got that right or wrong? And there
partially.
was some input,
That's the issue with Polson Road that I was just talking about.
okay, but I'm not sure what you said or how it applies to this.
Okay, we're checking to see if there is a line going in there. I asked John to check and see if we've got mains there. Because if we've got mains there, they're buried and, and it's going up.
And that would mean that the resident on that line would be mandated to participate in Mountain Lake.
They're mandated anyways.
I know that, but there was some talk about whether the town had any say in that or not, and they.
Right, and the
Correct.
town has, canceled their meeting
Oh, good.
with that, to my understanding, because they had asked me for information, and I gave them and I think I copied you
Yes,
in
you
on
did, and that
what
shit did my
2
cents worth too.
Yeah, and, yeah, because if there's water within the, area, then you have to,
Connect.
you have to tie in. And, that's pretty clear in our,
Yeah, you made
ordinances.
it real clear, you quoted the reference in the ordinance and everything.
Yeah, so.
And so I just wondered if there'd been any more follow-up, got the impression they intended to go ahead on their own, which would be an improper action on this.
They're not gonna be able to do that, I think
They wanna sell anyway, they're not gonna, they were just like a exploratory to see what they could do, cause they think it was a kind of an emotional reaction. Oh, we don't have water here, we gotta get a well, and you know, it all went so quick.
You're probably right, and that's often how misinformed decisions take place.
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
My question is there a curb stop there, I mean, and you have that house
So-
essentially on?
No, it's a lot,
No,
Isn't
no,
that a street going in?
yes,
it is, yeah.
Isn't that house on the
the
corner?
water goes from Bear Road to that.
Yeah, Bear Road to,
So we just don't have verifiable information if there's a water line in Paulson Circle. And
Okay.
therefore a buyer panicked and backed out of a deal, causing a seller to panic and look
Right,
for a well.
right.
And that's where we kinda got to this, and then we've cleared it up in that meeting with her. And,
We obviously didn't clear it up in the meeting with her.
I think
She went
she-
directly to the town after that.
Yes, you did.
and
I think,
asked-
I
tried to
think
go-
she
jump
probably
over
did
us.
that before, and then we got informed later, and I have to guess.
No, I've had
But-
conversations with Joanne about it, and, that was.
Can you imagine misinformation? I mean, in this.
Yeah, right, yeah. But I had explained to her that if she went with a well, which it's gonna cost her the same amount to just connect to the water, if that's the worst case scenario, it's like, it
Thank you very much.
doesn't make sense.
speaking of wells, how does that work when you live off grid? Do they have wells?
Where, off grid?
Like the skiway?
Right now, I think they have a well, but that's something to explore in the future too, if the water lines can go up that way, if there was more
Or if
development.
they don't and you buy property you wanna build, you just dig a well?
If there was no connection for mountain lakes close by,
If every home on Skiway was, if they built a home on every lot up there, and they
Yeah.
put a well on every lot,
you wouldn't have water.
you'd run out of water.
Yeah,
Of course,
Period.
but I'm just,
yeah.
curious,
So-
how do they live up there now?
So
Well,
I,
they've got a well up in the top,
Yeah.
the folks that live up in the top have a well, there's 2 homes up there and they have wells.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, but the,
they're the only ones that have wells.
that's the only
no,
scenario.
no, there's,
No?
there is another one that, is on Wildcat that has a well, because they're
Above the water,
just,
yeah.
they're not above, but they're just below the, water, so they wouldn't get any pressure, so they
Is that,
ended up doing a well.
Understood, yeah.
Is that, who's that?
Cox.
Cops, yeah, Kristen, okay.
Alright. If nothing else, and Bob, you're gonna keep me on.
Right.
You wanna check and
Right,
see if
right.
anybody's
Comment
getting,
or a question. I can't leave a meeting without one question.
That's the way it should be.
Good.
Motion to adjourn?
No. Well, got a
No,
question.
they're gonna get to you, yeah.
Okay.
Could we get back to, we've been up here 3 years now, we're still newbies. But first year we were here, we were getting, I don't remember if it was weekly or
The
monthly
emails,
newsletter.
we're working on
Actual
that.
paper newsletter that was sent out.
Paper, really?
It was sent out, in an email, and then you could print it out.
Oh,
Oh,
And then
okay.
you
was like
had
an
a list
email.
of
Gotcha.
all the events,
Yeah, we're working
when the
on,
meetings were, it was great, you know.
we're working on a monthly update
That was
email.
Christie's doing,
Yes.
and she was excellent at that.
Yeah.
Well, we were in between administrators, right?
We've been in between administrators like 3 different, we're on our 4th right
I
now.
know the circumstances, I'm just saying, could we get back to that?
We're working on it, it's already been
It's a
discussed, a
struggle.
template's
Even-
been
I go
built,
to meetings and I still, what happened?
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
a template's been built, it's already being processed in conversations with Bridget.
Perfect.
If Bridget stays here long-term, you're gonna get that monthly.
Perfect.
Caveat, yeah, I like that.
So who's,
I-
I
Just
know,
never, I mean, we haven't had the best of luck.
I know.
Alright. You guys.
All
right.
Go
Anybody on Zoom?
yeah. Bill.
Bill?
ahead, Bill.
Question, I think I asked it a while ago, I'm following it up right now. The lot down on, across from the Stratford Drive that was sold last year, those funds, obviously, the Mountain Lakes District received. I thought that was a recreation lot, and I made a recommendation that the capital improvements for recreation should come out of that. Did anything ever happen to those funds? Have they been used, or is it still sitting, or what?
Those funds went into general ops and, they were used to pay down, whatever debt we had last year.
I just thought the homeowners would get a lot more benefit out of it if it was put into recreation and capital improvements like
They
you're
did get
talking about
benefit out
now.
of it because any penny
That-
that we spend like that, is, if we didn't spend it, it would be an increase in taxes by the exact amount. So it's, there is a benefit to everybody.
Okay. The whole amount was used to pay down debt, the 80,000 or whatever you
It
had?
went into, Bill, I don't have the breakdown of, it right in front of me, but it did go into gen ops and, I'm trying to think of we had a lot of expenses last year, with water and things like that, and I think a lot of it went towards debt, towards that, yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, anybody else on Zoom? All right, that said, Bob, I think we need a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
We
Oh,
have-
yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
motion to go into non-public
We have to
session, I'm
go into a
sorry.
non-public session.
Yeah, in a second,
Second.
All in favor?
aye,
Aye.
alright,
If I paid a certain amount of money, could I hang around?
Yeah.
yeah,
For the non-public?
you sure can.
Motion to kick everybody out.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you all on Zoom, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
No.
Looking for,
No.
see,
It's like,